and welcome back to Race Recap. My name is Jackson. This weekend we had all three series racing in Atlanta. The Camping World Truck started us off running 130 laps. The first caution was brought out early when Brian Doza spun and hit the inside wall hard. The second caution was for Brian Doza again, who obviously had some damage from that lap 6 accident, spinning out down the back straightaway. Third caution was the Stage 1 winner of Kyle Busch. The fourth caution was the Stage 2 winner of Kyle Busch. The fifth caution was for the 22 of Austin Wayne Self, who spun. And during that time, when they went back racing, they had to do green flag pit stops. And Kyle Busch actually came down, had a smooth stop. Then he hit the wall because a lap truck was going a little off the pace and he almost hit him. It was either him or the wall. So he came back down and was speeding on pit road. So he had to come make a pass-through penalty, and he was speeding again. And then he didn't come down to do the second pass-through penalty, and NASCAR threw the black and white flag at him, meaning if you don't come down now, you're disqualified from the race. So he did come down and ended up finishing 21st, a couple laps down. They almost went all the way to the end. Austin Hill had it in the bag, but then Chase Elliott spun out in turn 2 and made him go to overtime. In overtime, it was really chaotic, lots of jockeying for position. But all in all, just those 2 short laps, the checkers went to 98 of Grant Enfinger. The top 10 from that race were Grant Enfinger, Austin Hill, Christian Eckes, Todd Gilliland, Zane Smith, Ross Chastain, Derek Kraus, Brett Moffitt, Ben Rhodes, and Stuart Friesen rounded out the top 10. The 4 DNFs in this race, Jennifer Jo Gobb was deemed too slow by NASCAR, Jordan Anderson was out for an accident, TJ Bell had clutch issues, and Brian Doza was out for that accident early, and Johnny Sauter had a post-race penalty which made him finish dead last. The Xfinity Series ran 163 laps at Atlanta. The first caution was brought out by the 44 of Tommy Joe Martins. The second caution was the Stage 1 winner of Austin Cindric. The third caution was for the 18 car of Riley Herbst, who spun and backed into the wall. The fourth caution was the Stage 2 winner of Austin Cindric. The fifth and final caution was for the 92 of Josh Williams, who spun. And the checker flags in that race went to A.J. Allmendinger, his first oval race that he won, because he's a road course racer. Top 10 from that race were A.J. Allmendinger, Noah Gragson, Justin Haley, Daniel Hemrick, Harrison Burton, Justin Allgaier, Ross Chastain, Brandon Jones, Chase Briscoe, and Anthony Alfredo rounded out the top 10. DNFs in this race, Joe Nemechek had suspension issues, Timmy Hill had alternator issues, Chad Fincham had suspension issues, Ryan Sieg and Cody Vanderwall both had engine problems, and Stephen Light had a clutch issue. The Monster Energy Series ran 325 laps around Atlanta. The first caution was the competition caution. The second caution, they were nearing the end of Stage 1, but the 38 of John Hunter Nemechek spun. That made him have a shootout to the end of Stage 1, which went to Martin Truex Jr. The fourth caution was for Michael McDowell, who got turned through the front straightaway and down through the grass by his teammate John Hunter Nemechek. The fifth and final caution was the Stage 2 winner of Martin Truex Jr. And the checker flags in this race went to Kevin Harvick. The top 10 here were Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, and Joey Logano rounded out the top 10. Only 2 DNFs in this race. Timmy Hill had electrical issues, and BJ McLeod was out very early for a clutch problem. Well, that's all for Race Recap. Come join us on Wednesday night when it is only the Monster Energy Series racing in Martinsville.